Green 18! Green 19!
Fournette, the running back. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Brady to throw. Throws a deep pass downfield. And Scotty Miller in the open. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rodgers fires quickly. End zone is caught for the touchdown by Allen Lazard. First and goal for the 5. Brady. Evans. Did he catch it? Yes, sir. Touchdown. Rodgers spins to his left. Comes underneath, and the pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Now they say complete. 3rd and 1. Rodgers play action. Look to the end zone. Rainbow Jordy Nelson. He's got it. Touchdown.
Mahomes looking under pressure. Throws the ball upfield. It is knocked away at the 50-yard line. Intercepted. Picked off a deflection.
All right, but enough about our.
Well, anyway.
Enough about our bullshit with our past lives.
Enough about us being losers.
Okay. What is up, guys? I am back, and welcome back to Battle for the Bay after what's been, let's say, about a month since we last recorded.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Yeah, we fully plan to come back to normal this week. However, my PC had other plans, as you can see with the way different overlay.
Yeah, so this last 2-week period, a lot has happened.
For both me and him.
For both of us, including both of us having dead PCs.
Yeah, except he had the money. He had the ability to get his stuff repaired. I don't.
Barely. Barely. I'm in financial ruin, but I was able to recover my PC. Stupid. Stupid, dude.
But we're not here to vent about our personal woes. We're here because football has finally returned. It is week 1 officially.
Week 1 officially. I have 5 fantasy teams to manage and an entire league to manage.
Yeah, we'll give you guys updates on our own league. Although I have a feeling I'm going to be in last place again.
Yeah, technically me, Joy, and SDS are in. We'll keep you updated on our PICK-EMS league and who's ahead of who with PICK-EMS records for me and SDS. But we also have a fantasy league.
Yeah.
That Joy, me, and SDS are in, along with a bunch of my other buddies, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, how bad can it go? That's the big question. How long will it be until I get completely butt fucked by injuries?
My team is going to be complete trash or completely amazing. And there's no in between. It's going to be complete trash. I have 3
I already had
rookie
one of my running
backs.
backs go. I already had one of my running backs go on IR already. Thanks, Joe Mixon.
Dude, I have Scattaboo on my bench. It's either gonna be he's either gonna get 0 fantasy points or he's gonna be the starting running back by the fucking week 5. Just like no in between.
Right. Well, we'll get to all that later. Right now, we got to contend with our first week slate. So
Right, I gotta write down my pick'ems too. Let me get a notepad thing so I remember.
But yeah, then you got to send them to me so I can send them to Joy for her own pick'ems.
First slot, we got Cowboys and Eagles.
This is our annual kickoff game on Thursday Night Football. Now, nothing at all happened in Dallas the last few weeks. Nothing at all.
Nothing important.
They're gonna go through this. They're gonna go in here and completely wreck the Eagles shit like we all thought they would.
Yeah, especially now that they don't have a run defense or a pass rush.
Now we'll get to what the Cowboys did because we all know what they did at this point. But to Draz's great surprise.
To my great surprise and happiness.
But yeah, no, there's no way in hell the Cowboys win this. This is Eagles all the way. No way in hell they lose.
I got Eagles beat
They
Cowboys.
do lose, we just if they do lose, we just laugh at them.
I don't see them losing. I don't even with the Eagles losing a lot of pieces on defense, they're still just a great team, and they always draft well.
And they replaced what they lost, I think, pretty effectively.
Really, they did.
Because C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the moment he got traded away, he blew out his knee.
Well, they also
it's not
lost
exactly
multiple.
It's not
defensive
exactly any
linemen.
love lost. Who they lose?
Didn't they lose Sweat and?
Oh yeah, they did lose Sweat.
Did they lose Bryce Huff as well?
Yeah, that's also one they lost.
Bryce Huff. That's not the one that I'm thinking of.
I can't remember them losing any defensive linemen besides Sweat.
Milton Williams. They lost Milton Williams too.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Possibly Jordan Davis as well, but they lost Milton Williams, who was
No, they didn't
really
lose Jordan
good piece.
Davis. He's still there.
They lost 3 pieces: Milton Williams, Bryce Huff, and Josh Sweat.
Okay, Bryce Huff and Just Sweat, I'll say, definitely would be a blow, but I don't know who that last guy is.
So even losing Milton Williams played great in the playoffs, but like they have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, so they'll be fine at defensive tackle. But they did lose their best pass rusher, so we'll see. I trust Vic Fangio, but you know,
yeah, no,
I still say they win 35-17 in week 1. Because
I think they'll still be okay. Like there's no way they lose to the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys' offense will be better this year, but their defense will also be better. Will also be worse. So they might score 30 a game, but allow 35 a game.
Huh. Okay, whatever you say.
All right. Chiefs Chargers.
But in Brazil, I think too. So this is not even a home game for the Chargers. This is just the NFL sticking its nose where it don't belong. Corinthians Stadium. Yep, that's in Brazil. Poor bastards.
The Chargers lost a lot on defense as well, but the pieces they lost didn't do a whole bunch for them last year.
Look, I believe in the Chargers this year. Chiefs bullshit has to end at some point. It has to. There's even the Patriots bullshit didn't last this long.
I'm going to say the Chiefs still win week 1. I think the Chargers will be good, but unfortunately Herbert has pretty much always gotten his ass handed to him by the Chiefs. Honestly, I know you can't get rid of someone like Herbert, but I don't like Herbert. Like, I don't want to say I like Herbert, but I also feel like he just lays down and dies every time he goes against someone that like he's the ultimate Chargers quarterback. He's the ultimate
Chargers quarterback.
He's he's good, but then he chargers when I want him to win the most. Like, if that makes sense.
Well, I'm going to do something that you won't do. I'm going to actually have faith in Jim Harbaugh.
I have faith in Jim Harbaugh.
I have the Chargers winning this. Well, no, you may not have faith in the Chargers organization, but I have faith in the Chargers coach. I have a feeling Jim Harbaugh is going to push him through.
I would say the same thing about Andy Reid. Andy Reid's a better coach than Jim Harbaugh.
They don't have the... Yeah, he's not a good coach without the power of freaking devil magic on his hands, okay? Without the devil magic, he's nothing.
I mean, he was good before Patrick Mahomes as well.
Okay, did I stutter? But no, I got the Chargers winning this. I am not changing my mind.
All right, now for one of the most interesting matchups of the week.
Colts, Dolphins.
Colts, Dolphins.
So, the past 9 years, the Colts have not won in week 1. It's going to happen here again.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to be terrible this year. But Daniel Jones is starting in week 1. But as much as I like Duke players, I don't know if him and Jonathan Taylor can carry the Colts offense. Despite the Colts defense, I think, being pretty damn good.
But what's going to happen is that they're going to be tied. It's going to be like fourth quarter, 4 minutes ago. Daniel Jones gets him to the red zone, and he throws an awful 90-yard pick six.
I can see that. Or I would
To
honestly
the guy
see
they just
more of a
to Minka
strip
Fitzpatrick,
sack fumble,
the guy
but-
they just got back.
Yeah, I think I'll agree and say Dolphins squeeze past.
Like, it's going to happen. The Indianapolis Colts always lose week 1. They've done it for the past 10 years almost.
I honestly think the Colts will end with a better record because I think their team has more talent.
I mean,
But
obviously.
I will say Tua is better than anything that the Colts have at quarterback, which is not saying much, but still. I'm gonna say 24-21 that's the score I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
again, if I end up being right by saying that he's going to throw a 90-yard pick six in the fourth quarter, I'll be amazed at myself.
You can't predict like I can. You can't.
Can you though?
Do I got only one Lions pick wrong, and then every time I picked against you as the Bucks, the Bucks went my way.
Shut up. Don't
All right.
remind me. You had some kind of like bullshit magic on your side. You were the Chiefs, but in Pick'em's form. But here's the game you like the most.
Steelers Jets, the Aaron Rodgers revenge game. Okay, so I love this season for the Steelers simply because the first 4 weeks is all something that they have Aaron Rodgers versus the Jets. Then here, well, I'll show you the first few weeks. You got Steelers Jets. Well,
Is it all
this
grudge
year
matches?
anyway. So there's Steelers Jets, Steelers Seahawks, Steelers Patriots, Steelers Vikings, then the Steelers Browns, then the Steelers Bengals, Steelers versus Packers. So, and then later on the Steelers go against the Bears. Maybe not the first 4 weeks, but I the whole year there's like little fucking grudge matches all year long at different times for Rodgers, and it's like, Rodgers plays better than anyone with a chip on his shoulder. Last year there wasn't much of a chip. It was just he's coming back, and he's coming back from Achilles tear. He's gonna be better this year, I think, than last year because you gain mobility back at least a little bit. He's gonna be old, so he's not gonna have that much mobility, but I think he'll be better than last year because he's got a year under his belt again. But that being said, he gets to go week 1, which against the Jets, which is like the best possible start. Like, it's the best possible thing. It's just him getting a grudge match off the go.
Like, I won't be upset if Aaron Rodgers does like something hilarious. Like, I think the Steelers bullshitting to a 10-7 record and then to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers would just be hilarious.
Oh, it would be fucking amazing.
It'd be so funny. Joy would hate it, but
if you think about it though, all they needed for a while is someone who throws 250 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's all
then
they
again,
needed.
that's what they said about the Jets whenever Aaron Rodgers got there.
Technically, he did that, but they were 5-12. He threw for 230 yards a game, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions most of the time, and sometimes with 1 interception.
How bad could it be?
and still fucking lost every game because they were within 3 points every goddamn game, and their defense gave up a game-winning field goal or game-winning touchdown at the end of every game. But I'm gonna say it's not close. I'm gonna say the Steelers beat the Jets 28-7. And that's not because I believe in Aaron Rodgers. It's because I do not believe that Justin Fields is going to revive his career at the Jets, of all places.
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
If he goes to the 49ers, then, like, maybe, right? You know? If we went to a competent franchise, but he's going to the Jets where quarterbacks get drafted to die. Sam Darnold only got good once he left the Jets. Nobody's going to go to the Jets and be good.
The only thing is that Justin Fields was never good, and now they're expecting him to somehow revive his career with the Jets of all teams. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Steelers going to win this. Like, it's obvious.
I like Justin Fields, but not on the Jets with a defensive-minded coach. not gonna work. All right.
Right.
Panthers Jags.
Well, Panthers Jags.
Another intriguing. I will be probably watching this game because it's going to be the local game at 1. Same with the Bucks, Falcons.
The Panthers are going to win this because fuck you, Liam Cohen.
I actually think the Panthers have a good chance to win this game because the Panthers will be drastically improved, but it all depends on who you like more. I said Justin Fields. Fucking Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence. And with Liam Cohen, I like Trevor Lawrence more. And I know Trevor Lawrence is the beginning of his career. He's not been able to develop correctly, but that's more of a I have horrible coaches thing. I'm gonna say the Jaguars beat the Panthers. Is this our first split? No, it's our second split.
It's our second split. But no, I got the Panthers winning this because I do not need Liam Cohen to be around. I need him to have the worst year possible, barring Urban Meyer. I need him to fail. I need that son of a bitch snake to fail.
I'm going to say my reasoning is for Jaguars beating Panthers. I'm going to say they're going to win 28-24. I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence is better than Bryce Young right now.
I mean, that's fair, but again, you could call this a spite pick. Because again, it's Liam Cohen. If it's not Liam Cohen, I would
also could see the Panthers winning legitimately because honestly, the Jaguars were not very put together last year, and the end of last season, the Panthers were well put together. They looked
they became a menace. They became somewhat of a menace.
But it all depends on Liam Cohen's ability to lead the team. Trevor Lawrence could continue to be a bust if he can't get the most out of him. Now, my favorite team last year, my babies last year,
the Cardinals,
the little engine that could last year.
They were so close to winning the NFC West.
It was amazing. I think they have a better chance this year to win the NFC West, honestly.
I know. But next game it is the Cardinals versus the Saints, and if the Cardinals don't win,
by the way,
if the Cardinals don't win this, there is something wrong with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Cardinals beat the Saints 35-7.
Because you know who's starting for the Saints, right? You know who's officially starting for the Saints? Spencer freaking Rattler.
You know, I'll say 35-10.
There you go.
Just to give, I'll give Alvin Kamara a 20-yard rushing touchdown out of pure luck.
But no, the Saints are not going to be good this year. Like, if they somehow win more than 5 games, I will be astounded.
Already 0-16-1 was my fucking prediction. My prediction was going to be 0-17, but I thought it would be funny if I gave them a tie with the Giants. So, even though the new overtime rules, it makes it even harder to get a tie.
No, like, because they keep going back and forth until the time runs out.
Yeah, I'm basically just saying they're both going to be so pathetic, neither one of them can score. in overtime. All right, Cardinals beat Saints 35. You know what? I'll say 35-13. We'll give the Cardinals 2 bad punts and put them.
2 bad punts and a missed PAT.
Saints are awful.
Agreed.
That's my entire reasoning that I would be sending the Joy. The Cardinals beat Saints 35-13. Saints are awful.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Giants, the next game is Giants at Commanders.
Do I smell another bloodbath?
I mean, Giants commies matchups always turn into something bullshit.
I'm gonna say
the question is,
obviously Commanders beat Giants. The question is just by how much.
Yeah, because I don't know why, but with Russell Wilson starting, I feel like there's going to be some like magic that happens that just runs out toward the end. So I think you're going to be looking at a barn burner up until like the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Commanders would pull away.
Commanders beat Giants 24-17, and I would say Giants defense is my pick for most improved.
Fair enough.
Because their defense is like, just think they got Thibodeau, they got who's their draft pick that they got?
Abdul Carter.
They got Abdul Carter,
who I remember is my pick for Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then they have Dexter Lawrence. That defensive line is stacked with young talent. Like, it's stacked. And so I think that their defensive line, if Abdul Carter is as good as I think he's going to be, it's going to be great for the next 5 years. Like, Thibodeau is not a Pro Bowl level pass rusher, but he's a good pass rusher. Having another good pass rusher and Dexter Lawrence, I think their defensive line is going to be nasty. So, I think they can.
I won't dispute.
And so I think that alone will keep games closer. So their good defense will give the Giants a better chance but I don't think their offense. They're gonna have to force feed their number 1 receiver again, but this time they're gonna have Russell Wilson to do it
instead of Danny Derps.
Yeah. So I guess it's better. I guess they're all around better.
Like, the Giants could do something.
There is a world where they go 9-8. There is a world.
There's a world they go 9-8 and pull off an upset in the playoffs if they get to it, but I would not put my money on it.
I think I had them going like 5-13 or something. Like,
yeah, I got them going similar, I think.
But
who knows? Jackson Dart might be thrown in there, and they could go on an amazing run.
I think Jackson Dart's an underrated pick. Honestly, I do.
I mean, he's a QB from Ole Miss. They hit on those usually.
All right. Your team.
All right. Bucks at Falcons. Okay, so starters. Tristan Wirfs is still on the PUP list. And Chris Godwin's also out. However, the Falcons are also down their right tackle and their backup right tackle, meaning they're starting someone at third string. So it's a crapshoot as far as offensive lines are concerned.
Okay, so I think Kirk Cousins will be starting.
He's not starting. It's Michael Penix.
Well, I know, but I'm saying I think he'll be starting by like week 7.
Mm-hmm.
I could be horribly wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. Last year frustrated me so fucking bad.
The thing is, whose pass rush do you believe in more? Tampa's or the Falcons?
The Falcons had some great moves this offseason, but not enough.
Yeah, they wasted a future first on getting another first round pick or another first round edge rusher.
The big problem with the Falcons, I do not like their head coach because their head coach
Raheem Morris is a confirmed idiot.
Well, he forced Kirk Cousins at the age of 38 to change his footwork last year in order to fit pistol, just because he refused to run anything other than pistol. And so Kirk Cousins, coming off an Achilles injury, was having to change his footwork entirely. And that is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. And so, of course, Kirk Cousins didn't play well. because he was having to change his entire footwork for pistol, coming off an Achilles injury where he's even less mobile. It's not gonna fucking work. And then they never changed it, and so of course Michael Penix is gonna start because, I mean, Jesus Christ,
He can move at least.
he can move, right? Yeah. And so
The thing is, but
Michael Penix this year is going to get the start by default, even though I think Kirk Cousins is the better quarterback. But the problem is he wants to run pistol, and so Michael Penix is the better quarterback in pistol. Where if they actually ran something based off of Kirk Cousins' strengths, I think Kirk Cousins is better. Most frustrating fucking thing, and it's because their coach refuses to fucking change their offensive scheme to win games.
who even is the Falcons' offensive coordinator? Because Raheem Morris is a defensive coach.
I don't even know who is the Falcons' offensive coordinator. Who's the Falcons' offensive coordinator? Zach Robinson?
Don't know who that is.
He's the LA Rams. He spent 5 seasons with the LA Rams.
Okay, so they're trying to bring over another Sean McVay disciple.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work.
Who is deciding to run pistol on this offense?
It doesn't matter.
Last year they
it doesn't
ran
really
like
matter
80%
because
of their plays out of pistol.
Again, it doesn't really matter. But as far as sacks are concerned,
I hate fucking gimmicks. I hate gimmicks.
As far as sacks are concerned, I had the Bucks going for it. I think we were like top 5 in the league in sacks. We just never had like that one guy. Instead of like one guy, we had a bunch of guys who could.
You have a good defensive-minded head coach that can do pressure schemes, so you don't necessarily need one guy that does it. He knows how to draw up good pass rush plays and when to rush the passer.
But I just got more confidence in the Bucks than I do the Falcons.
I'm going to give you
we need to
guys
get some bit of revenge. We're going to need to get some bit of revenge for the fact that we got completely fucked by the Falcons last year. So I got the Bucks winning this, plain and simple. If we don't win this, then it's already going to be a disappointing year.
I'm going to say Bucks beat Falcons 17-10. I do expect some regression from Mike Evans.
Oh, come on.
And
Shit again.
You also lost your offensive coordinator, so I think you guys are going to.
Yeah, and we promoted within house. He was in the same system and is running the same scheme.
I'm going to say the key player for me picking the Falcons over from picking the Bucks over the Falcons is Bucky Irving.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have both him and Mike Evans on my fantasy team.
I think Bucky Irving and I honestly think the Falcons have a better rushing attack, but not a better rushing scheme. I think Baker and Bucky together is going to be enough to carry it through. But I did choose the Falcons both times last year, so I was rewarded, so I kind of feel bad for. I just am so frustrated by what the Falcons did last year, because I actually thought that they would be okay, and they showed signs of being okay.
And then they choked away the division lead again.
And they choked away the division lead. They didn't give Kirk Cousins. They've been putting Kirk Cousins in the best chance to succeed. I hate when teams try to force a player that's been successful somewhere else to fit into their scheme, and it doesn't work. Like the same frustration for me happened with Green Bay when we forced Clay Matthews to be an interior defensive lineman instead of an outside edge, because they asked him to sacrifice because they didn't have anybody to rush the passer on the outside, and so he became an inside linebacker, and his shoulder never was the same again because he got injured. And
the tragedy of Clay Matthews.
Yeah, so it's like you tried to force him to be something that he wasn't, even though he was a amazing outside edge, and it's like you get what I'm saying? You're forcing a player to do something that they've never done before, and it doesn't work, and so then you cut him or move off of him because they can't do what you want to do, even though if you had just played off of their strengths, they would have still been fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what frustrates me about the Falcons, is that like they signed somebody for, you know, a 4-year big massive contract and then just refused to work with him. But yeah, soapbox done. Bengals Browns.
Okay, so you want to know how paranoid I am about Week 1 Bengals happening?
You're
I
actually
have
thinking
Joe
about
Burrow
picking
on
the
my
Browns?
yeah, that, and I have Joe Burrow benched on my team right now, and I'm starting JJ McCarthy because I'm that paranoid. And it's Week 1 Bengals. They always pull some bullshit. Nobody thought that they would lose to the Patriots last year, and they did.
I'm just
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna pick the Browns. I'm gonna pick the Browns. They're gonna pull some. Joe Flacco's gonna pull some BS and rip out the Bengals nuts.
I'm gonna say Bengals beat the Browns, but I'm not gonna be confident about it. I'm giving a 13-10 score. They survive.
Hey, we got two elite quarterbacks playing against each other. Flacco is just more elite. That's the tipping factor.
I have reasoning for all of these. Joy has, you know, because Joy puts it up on her screen.
Yeah, but we're not going to be giving
text,
reasonings for. We're not going to be giving reasonings for everything. We're going to have like maybe 9 people in the league again.
Well, yeah, but my reasoning for Bengals beats Brown is I am not confident in this pick at all. I am not confident in the Bengals, but they are more talent. Oh god, okay, never mind. I'm switching my pick.
There you go. There you go.
I just thought about how awful the fucking Bengals defense was in the preseason. They were playing their starters and getting their asses kicked by second string. I'm gonna say Browns win 35 to 24. 13-10 is such an unrealistic score.
It's beautiful. I convinced him to change his mind, Joy. I'm amazing. All right, but the grudge match of the century.
I would probably
Raiders
have
versus
changed my
Patriots.
mind anyway, because I can't trust the Bengals defense.
You can't. All right, but grudge match of the century. Raiders Patriots. Oh boy.
Ex Tom Brady's
Brady
team
Bowl.
by a team that now is partially owned by the. This is actually going to be a sneaky good.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting.
I think the key is how well put together the Raiders' offense is, because the same thing with it's all going to be based on offense here, because we're going to have a second-year quarterback with a new offense, with an offensive line that I think has like 1 or 2 rookies on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have Stephon Diggs. How good is Diggs going to be?
Coming off an ACL tear.
Coming off an ACL tear at the age of like 32 or 33.
Yeah, you said you were worried about Mike Evans regressing, even though that's been disproven multiple times. This is the person you're going to look out for regression.
Yeah. And so it's like the Patriots have, like, they've done so well this offseason that I really want to believe in them and pick them over the Raiders. But the Raiders, on paper, they have an established quarterback, an established offensive line that is at least better than the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
They have a rookie running back that is supposed to be one of the best rookies ever at running back. And then they have Brock Bowers.
Huh.
I got to go with the Raiders based off of, I think they're more established.
I think I'll
But
put
I'm gonna
down the
say-
Raiders as well. I do have them contending in the NFC West or the AFC West, and at least getting a wild card spot. So I'll take the Raiders. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots win because from what it looked like,
They have a better coach. They have a better this franchise has turned a new leaf.
Pete Carroll versus Mike Vrabel. I can't hate either of them. They're both good.
Mike Vrabel makes me want to like the Patriots, but I just can't.
I mean, I'm not against liking the Patriots at this point. They've sucked for so long now.
They haven't sucked for long enough. They won 7 Super Bowls.
No, they won 6. Brady won 7 Super Bowls.
How many fucking bandwagon Bucks fans do we have now because Tom Brady went to the Patriots?
I'm pretty sure most of them are gone now, thankfully.
Most of them.
Yeah, there's a few lost souls still hanging in there. They're now Cowboys fans, I'm pretty sure.
All right, 49ers Seahawks. Oy.
Oh boy, so injury. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen more? Sam Darnold has another year of 40-plus touchdowns, or San Francisco has another injury wave?
So, I'll bring this up just so that people, if there is anybody and that's watching, in our fantasy league, my friend Jertlock has Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, auto drafted by the way.
No, he didn't auto draft.
He chose
them.
CMC willingly.
He chose CMC and fucking.
Oh my fucking god!
And Alvin Kamara, and I'm like, I was like, dude, if they're as good as they were last year, and if they stay healthy, yes, it could be their usage rate and everything. Like, yeah, okay, I see it, but like, you have a retirement home at running back. All it takes is one fucking.
All it takes is one bad tackle.
Yeah. And I can't get behind San Francisco this year because they're going to be paying Christian McCaffrey so much money. I think he's going to suck. And Brandon Ayuk's coming off of a
torn ACL.
Yeah, a career-altering injury after sucking for the first half, and they're paying him a shitload of money. And
that entire offense is
just
Jawan Taylor and Ricky Pearsall right now.
Like,
and George Kittle.
It's like, I trust Brock Purdy to not be bad. Like, I don't think he's great, but I think he's good. Like, you know, he's a top 15 to 20 quarterback at any given day.
Like, say what you want about, you know, him being a system quarterback, but he can move an offense.
Yes. And I trust him to move an offense. But the problem is, if he's got no one out there, not even Patrick Mahomes was able to do it with all the injuries that he had last year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They bullshit.
Like,
their
I
way
don't
to the
care
Super
who you
Bowl,
are.
but
If you don't have weapons around you, you're not going to
offense.
do anything.
Yeah. And so I think that the Seahawks go out there and win week 1.
Well,
I don't
unless
like
your
the
name
Seahawks.
is Josh Allen, but that's a different point. Not everybody's Josh Allen.
I'm going to say Seahawks upset week 1. Because Joey Bosa wasn't as good last year either.
No, I'll go with it. I'll say that. I'll say that the Seahawks win too.
I'm gonna have back-to-back the same scores because Raiders win 20-17, and I'm gonna have the Seahawks upset week 1. 20-17. It's a pretty common score, but you know.
You're just throwing out scores, hoping that they'll be right somewhat.
I'm just like I'm trying to. So I use scores not based on exactly like I think this is going to be the score. This is how I use it as like a confidence meter. Like the Eagles beat the Cowboys 35-17. That's how confident I am the Cowboys. That's how confident I am the Eagles. Right?
No, I got you.
So I'm using it kind of as a confidence meter. Like the Steelers beat the Jets 28-7. I'm very confident. I don't necessarily think that it's going to be 28-7. I'm just confident that the Steelers can handily beat the Jets. That's kind of. So I'm not entirely confident, but I am saying I'm leaning Seahawks over 49ers.
Understood. Okay, so we got next Titans at Broncos. Again, as long as Duck Lips is there, I will hope for their failure. Basically. Now, the problem is, am I going to be that delusional to say that they're going to lose week 1 against rookie? I almost said Cam Rising. That's not it. Cam Ward. There we go.
I like Cam Ward,
I
but I
really
don't
like
think their
Cam Ward.
offense is good.
I mean, they released Jalen Burks. Let's see, they still got Tyjae Spears, as far as I'm aware.
They got Tyjae Spears, but they have do they still have Calvin Ridley?
I think they still got Calvin Ridley.
Their offensive line, I don't know what their fucking offensive line. Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, and Van Jefferson. That is their.
I mean, I'll take Ridley and Tyler Lockett, to be fair.
Okay, so their offensive line looks actually improved. Dan Moore, Peter Skoronski, Lloyd Cushenberry, Zeitler, and J.C. Latham. That's not awful.
Yeah, other than J.C. Latham, I don't mind their offensive line. And yes, I don't like J.C. Latham because I thought the Titans should have taken Olu Fashanu in that draft.
Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Van Jefferson. Okay, so if Calvin Ridley could get back a little bit to his
pre-gambling days.
I mean, he was good in spurts last year.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Lockett, I'm pretty sure that he won't be the same player, but he's going to catch like anything that he gets thrown to, he's going to catch. If he actually gets open, I'm confident in him. And I think Van Jefferson's one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. I love Van Jefferson.
I don't know. I never could get behind Van Jefferson. He just seems like a one-game wonder per year.
So I see the vision with the Titans, but I'm going to say Broncos win.
And I'm just going to be biased. I'm saying the Titans stun the world.
I'm not saying that it's
Titans get the
impossible.
Win. No, but I'm saying the Titans will get the win.
The Broncos' offensive line is just too good for the defensive line Titans. And they have a rookie running back that I think is going to take over the starting position, which is why I drafted him. I think the Broncos are just going to be a way better team than last year. I think they could contend for a Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
The talent's there. I don't know if they'll actually put the talent together, but their offensive line was incredible last year. It was number 1 by far as pass protection. And if it's the same way, they can continue to develop their young quarterback. If he is less protected this year, it could turn into what's his face? What's the Texans? CJ Stroud. It could turn into a CJ Stroud situation if their offensive line isn't as good. So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll do much in the grand scheme of things. They were lucky to get into the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but I think they're a better team this year.
Uh-huh.
Though I do think their entire division's better too. So
yeah, but I still think in the grand scheme of things they won't really do much. They barely went 9-8 last year, and 4 of those wins were because they played against the NFC South. Schedule merchants. But yeah, that's where I'm standing on that. And if I'm proven right, I will be happy.
all right. So that leaves us with just 4 more. Lions Packers, which is going to be the most difficult. I already told you earlier this week or in the last 7 days that this is going to be the hardest one for me to pick. because I have literally no clue because both of these teams got the Lions got worse and the Packers got better. Last year I would just have picked the Lions, but this like the Lions offensive line got worse and I don't know, and they lost both of their good coordinators. I don't know what that's going to do to them.
I
It
mean,
could
I
do
still
nothing.
think
It could do
because
literally
Ben
nothing, but it
Johnson
also
and
could.
Aaron Glenn were inside house, I think. So they could still work out.
Oh, for sure. It's but I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do to them. So week 1, I almost want to pick the Packers because I think it might take a couple weeks to see what the Lions have. But on the other side, I think it might take a few weeks because they took so long to trade Micah Parsons. I don't think Micah Parsons is going to be 100% yet. He's not going to know the playbook by the time week 1 rolls around. I mean, yeah, you don't need to know the playbook to pass rush all the time, but like
You don't.
but he's also a coverage linebacker at times. He can drop back into coverage. He can do,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll be up to 100% speed, and I don't know what the Packers offense is going to look like either. I'm going to choose. I'm going to roll with the Packers.
Okay, be a homeboy.
Be a homeboy because I think this is a 50-50 game.
Well,
And it's at Green Bay, I think, right?
Yes.
It's at Lambeau. So I'm literally going to say these teams are even. At least on paper to start the season, these teams are even. I'm going to give Packers the win based on home field advantage. And I'm going to say Packers win. To show you how confident I am in this, I'm going to say they win 28-24. Barely. Actually, I'm going to say 31-28. Win on the last second field goal.
Well,
I'm not very
I
confident
think you're
in it
forgetting
either.
one. I think you're forgetting one aspect of the I think you're forgetting one aspect of the Lions. Their offensive line is still one of the best in football.
They lost 2 pieces of it though. They lost their center.
Well, I still believe in it.
I mean, I still believe that they have the best tackle duo in the league, and they have a good left guard or right guard still. I can't remember which one they still have, but they lost a right guard and or they lost a guard and a center. So,
But
we'll
I
see.
still got confidence in them. Like, there's no way.
I still have confidence too. Didn't I choose them to win the Super Bowl?
I don't know. Either way.
I can't remember. I know I chose them to win the Super Bowl last year, but I think that I think the Lions will be good, but but like I said, I think home field is the only. I think these teams are going to be very even. They're definitely going to split. If I had to guess.
But I have nothing but confidence in the Lions. They're going to win this. I know Micah Parsons is new and shiny, but still.
I'm the only I'm gonna say team consistency is why I'm choosing.
Fair enough. Okay. So Texans Rams. I know you're high on the Rams. I know. And this is going to be the one week I do take them.
It's all based on if Matthew Stafford starts and is healthy.
He will be. That's a given. He will be ready to go.
They say he's going to be ready to go, but it's not inspired confidence. But I think the Rams' offense is way better than the Texans right now. Though the Texans have the pieces to be good. I think their offensive line is trash.
Their offensive line is trash. Their secondary, barring Derek Stingley Jr., is also awful. They traded for C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and he went in towards ACL.
And then their running backs are Nick Chubb and Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon is now on IR. So you have to trust that that Nick Chubb isn't going to be the washed version of himself.
I love Nick Chubb, but why did he have to go to the Texans?
I mean, it makes sense, like career-wise, but
either way, the Texans, they're not going to win this. There's no way in hell.
I'm going to say the Rams beat Texans 24-20.
Mm-hmm.
Texans O-line's trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the defensive line for the Rams is pretty good. I think they'll be really good this year. Which leads us to the two primetime games.
Yeah, Ravens-Bills. That's our first one.
But Ravens pissed me off because they lost to the goddamn Bills, who then proceeded to choke to the goddamn
what else is new?
Chiefs. And the Chiefs the Ravens would have never lost to the Chiefs simply because of Derrick Henry. We missed out on a Derrick Henry Super Bowl.
We did not. We all know the Ravens would have choked it anyways.
Do you think that Derrick Henry gets the Super Bowl? He would put 200 yards up. Like, he would have put 200 yards up. Even if
I'm saying they would have choked it away. I'm saying they would have choked it away against the Chiefs anyways.
Maybe they would have, but if they had just handed it every time to Derrick Henry, he would have won them the game single-handedly. So I trust Derrick Henry, but I also trust the Bills. This is a fucked one because the Ravens lost week 1 last year because they did not have their shit together at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the Bills win because it's at the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills are going to win this. I don't see a world where the Ravens somehow win. And now we got the last game on here. Vikings at Bears. For the sake of my fantasy team, I need the Vikings to win and also shred the secondary of the Bears apart.
This is difficult, though, because I don't think J.J. McCarthy... It's fair. I don't think it's fair to say, oh, the Vikings should win this 100%. Like, I don't think that's fair to J.J. McCarthy, but at the same time, the Vikings offense should have a field day with the Bears. Because that's what happened last year. Like, the Vikings had a field day with everybody because they had Justin Jefferson. Now they got Adam Thielen again, too, so they got a very good number 3 wide receiver.
Yeah. Adam Thielen reunion is going to work wonders.
I don't know. The Bears are such an unknown quantity because they started like 5-1 and went fucking 5-12 or something like that. Like they fucking fell apart. So they were better at the beginning of the year. So I'm assuming they're going to be better at the beginning of the year.
But
and then fall apart like the Bears do. Like, I mean,
they're not going to fall apart because they're not even going to be good at the beginning of the year. They're going to go like 2-4 to start the year.
Yes, but do you trust the Vikings to be? Because I think JJ McCarthy.
I trust the Vikings. I trust the Vikings. JJ McCarthy is going to work out.
Not in week 1 though, because like week 1.
You got to remember. JJ McCarthy has a year behind him already.
A year.
He's going in this as a pseudo rookie. He's going into this as a pseudo rookie. And remember, he looked great in the preseason game he played. And he still has a year of work under his belt. As tame as it might have been with him in rehab, he's still working. And I got faith that he will work out. If Sam Darnold is able to work out with that team, J.J. McCarthy would.
But they also don't they didn't they lose their offensive lineman?
Oh yeah, do you mean their mid-starting center?
No, don't they didn't they lose so Rondale Moore, they lost Rondale Moore.
The Vikings?
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't worry too much
in the
about it.
preseason.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. JJ McCarthy is going to go off. Mark my words. There's a reason why I'm starting him in fantasy and why I drafted him. I would not draft him if I didn't believe. And I'll just leave it at that.
I don't know. It just I don't trust I trust JJ McCarthy to work out, but like nobody is completely solid in week 1. But the Bears are also such an unknown quantity. Because on paper, everything they did in the offseason, they had the best offseason. But the Bears always have the best offseason.
And it always backfires.
And they're always bad. Fuck it. I'm gonna choose the Bears to win this one.
God damn it.
Bears upset Vikings. I hope I'm wrong, but
You will be wrong. But that is week 1. That is week 1 done. Damn. That much already? Huh. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do, but it is time for the news. However, we do not have that much to talk about. But I guess we might as well start off with the obvious. Draz, why are you happy?
I'm pretty damn happy in general. Because we had very important couple things happen. One, the Dallas Cowboys are sad, and that's always fun.
Yes.
But two, they're sad because they gave the team that puts belt to ass on them in the playoffs every year.
Their generational talent.
Their generational talent for next to nothing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is a $48 million a year contract scary? Yes, but we have the money for it because we also gave them an aging Kenny Clark.
So basically, you just fleeced the Cowboys for nothing.
Pretty much. Pretty much. A small price to pay for salvation.
Well, I really have nothing to talk about as far as news is concerned. A lot of stuff happened in college football.
But, like,
yeah, we
a lot of it's
first,
not like super. It's older.
It's not super important. It's just score recaps and everything. However, I would like to talk about some college football, if you'll allow me, Draz.
That's fine. Yeah, most of the news that we have is pretty old.
Yeah, but if I may talk college football, we already have a FCS upset. Army was beaten by Tarleton State 30-27 in overtime. Now, I love Army. I always picked them over Navy and Air Force. Why did they have to lose to an FCS school in that fashion?
I think my favorite upset was South Florida putting belt to ass the Boise State. Like, people thought.
Oh,
Boise
yeah, no,
State
that was also
gonna be,
amazing.
They thought they were gonna be something without the best running back prospect.
Without Ashton Genty.
Yeah. Iowa State put belt the ass to South Dakota.
Huh?
Iowa State put belt to ass on South Dakota.
Yeah. Oh, and also Duke is off to a fantastic start right now. They beat Elon 45-17.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you guys are not starting with a consecutive streak of 26 points scored. So that's good. Actually, if that streak continues, but with 45 points, you guys might go like 6-0 and be ranked.
Y'all's true freshman quarterback at Michigan played well.
Yeah, that's true. He did. Where even is it? Oh, it's all the way at the top because I had the team favorited. It's like, where'd it go?
The rankings are going to be Miami beating Notre Dame.
Yeah, Catholics versus convicts didn't go well for Notre Dame.
LSU beating Clemson. It's I don't know why Clemson was rated so high anyway.
It's always the hype. It's always just hype. That's it. Let's see. Even though New Mexico lost against Michigan, they actually had a pretty cool trick play. I don't know what the video is, but it's like they faked like they faked a sneak and the running back snapped it and they threw it over the defensive line's heads. Something like that. It was pretty cool trick play.
Arch Manning might be one of the most overrated prospects.
Don't get me started on that game. I wanted that game to go into like triple overtime or something like that and like stay there forever. But both teams deserve to go down in the rankings. They both do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Because
Also,
honestly, LSU's victory over Clemson and Miami's victory, Miami should be top 5.
Yeah,
after that
Miami
fucking
should
win.
be rising in the rankings.
That catch.
But
did you see that catch?
Mhm.
In that game with Miami, dude.
Yeah, it was like one-handed and it was like
Fucking circus catch, dude.
Also, we were a game-winning field goal away from another FCS over FBS upset. Washington State only beat Idaho by 3 points, and they were a hair away from winning.
Oh shit.
Oh, and also one of the biggest upsets of the week, Florida State spanked Alabama. They beat Alabama 31-17.
Alabama might go unranked this year.
That'd be amazing. You know how that'd be so great.
But the question is, I don't even know how they scored 31 points. They had 152 passing yards and 230
Tommy
rushing yards,
Castellanos Tommy Castellanos is that guy. Simple.
Yeah, I guess they had a good rushing attack, but
Also, looking at some more close calls, Kansas State only beat North Dakota by 3. And from what I know, you like Kansas State for whatever reason.
yeah.
Let's see, what else is there to point out? Well, Kent State got its first win in like a year and a half. They beat Merrimack barely. And let's see, that is about it as far as college football is concerned. Oh, wait, here we go. Northern Illinois won against Holy Cross by only 2. So some more close calls.
It's weird. They don't the Google doesn't show all of the NCAA scores.
Yeah, no, I only go to ESPN for this. I only go to ESPN for my scores. But that is it for news. I can't think of anything else. But before we end this, it is time for, and you guys have been waiting an entire college football season for this, certified SDS college football predictions. I might be right. I might be wrong. If I'm right, I say I'm a genius. If I am wrong, I just say I'm shitting around. We got that understood. Perfect. Starting off, James Madison will beat Louisville. Northern Illinois will upset Maryland. Eastern Washington will upset Boise State. Delaware will upset Colorado. Long Island University will beat Eastern Michigan. Oklahoma will beat Michigan. Akron will make it close against Nebraska. New Mexico State will beat Tulsa. Hawaii will beat Sam Houston. San Jose State will make it kind of close against Texas. Duke will beat Illinois. Indiana will beat Kennesaw State. Virginia will beat North Carolina State. UConn will beat Syracuse. Liberty will beat Jacksonville State. And let's see, what else? Idaho State will beat New Mexico. Grambling will somehow make it close against Ohio State. Let's see, Oregon will smack the doors off of Oklahoma State. Kansas will beat Missouri. Bowling Green will beat Cincinnati. Texas State will beat UTSA. Bryant will beat Massachusetts in another FCS upset. Jackson State will beat Southern Miss. And I think that's all I really want to talk about. That's all the scores. I think I want to just say, hey, this is who's going to win. Let's see. Oh, Vanderbilt will beat Virginia Tech. Who did they play last week? I didn't even see a thing about Vandy. Oh, well. Oh, UL Monroe will also beat Alabama for the first time since 2008. But that is it. That is all the predictions I want to give out, and that is all the news, and that is all the pick'ems. So, to those of you who stuck around this long, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Click the bell to get notifications when we upload. Next episode will be about next week, and by then I hope to God I would have my computer back up and running so we can do this somewhat properly. But thank you, Draz, for recording all this audio, and thanks to Joy for throwing all this together.
Hey guys, peace.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. See ya.